Action.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mirror Talk. I am Teacher Michael, and with me,
this is Chabet. Make sure you listen to our podcast at Mirror Reflection Kenya.
Hi guys, this is your home girl Fidel. Welcome back. Remember, you can find us on YouTube at Mirror Reflection Kenya, our Instagram handles, Facebook and Twitter. You can find us on Mirror Reflection Kenya.
Mirror Reflection Kenya is where to find us on YouTube. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are mad people. And why are we mad?
There's so
Teenage pregnancies. Chebet, pour out your heart.
I feel like I am very heartbroken when I see a 14-year-old kid, or nowadays even kids from the age of 8 to 9 years can start having periods. That means they are fertile. So having to see such a small kid raising another kid, it really doesn't sit well with me. Because I feel it's something that if we handle as a family, we can really do away with them.
Fidelma, home girl, pour out your heart, please. Teenage pregnancies.
Yeah, you know, when we're talking about a teenager being pregnant, we are talking about a kid who's almost to raise another kid. Unajua Mike, when we're born and tunalelewa, unalelewa na mzazi, and then you're supposed to get to a certain period of time that you're supposed to kujilea. Unajilea wewe before you get to that next level of kulea mtu, so that you can learn the responsibilities and everything. But how can you come just from being a kid to having a kid?
Like literally, you don't even have enough knowledge on how to handle some things. You yourself, you're still learning. And then you just it can be like out of, just like, some, their lives will get shattered once. Some may end up like just taking their own lives. And some, they've been chased away from their home. So I think it's not safe. And then just find a very like 2% of whereby the parents now have to take over and make sure that this kid is in a very stable condition.
Chebet, you're bringing a very interesting kind of point of view. You're talking about the parents. Now you're leading us to a very interesting kind of topic, family relations. Do you think there is something to do with these teenage pregnancies? Do you think there is the issue of family relations that leads us into this kind of quagmire?
Yeah, we had talked about parenthood,
yes.
And I think what we left out is counseling. If these kids are not given the counseling that they need,
yes,
they are not given information on everything that's going on right now in our lives. You feel like you as a mother, you have that fear. Unaona kitambo, like our mothers didn't talk about it. You just talk about sex openly.
yes.
Unaenda shule, that's when you learn about it. Unaenda mahali, that's when you learn about it. So it's so heartbreaking that when the kid is not given enough information or enough counseling, whereby there is no one-on-one between a mother and a child, they'll just go discover on their own, and then mtoto akikuja home wanapata kuna ball where mzazi una jump. But I feel like it goes back to a parent's responsibility to know that I need to talk to my kid about certain stuff.
When I'm bringing this discussion about family relations, just before you come in again, Fidel, what can you paint? What kind of pictures can you paint for us to?
Yeah, I read. Plus, whatever venye tu Chebet amesema, we have to talk to these kids, because talk about the curiosity of the kids now. We are raising a generation that is very curious. Unalea mtoto mwenye ako very curious of whatever she can do, because they know they can. Unajua, they know, that's the worst part. Sababu mtoto anajua nimemea, anajua I'm too saizi I can be a woman. You know, there's a difference between a girl and a woman. So when that girl starts feeling like a woman, you as a parent, women do ukona, you have the right to tell that kid, apana, this is not the right time to feel this. There is time for
everything.
There is time you'll come feel this way.
Family relations, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm talking about is kuna broken families where a child is growing up in a family that is not held together. So there is lack of that. And just before we glide smoothly to the issue of poverty, because I believe poverty is the key, is key into influencing. Talk to us about what you think poverty does to the generation.
I'll take you back to, unaona ile story tulikuwa tumesema ya family wealth. Whereby
Yes.
wale watu wa ghetto ndio wanachapa kuchapa then. So and then kwa the high end family, they tend to only have like 2 or 3 kids. So I feel like when there's not much to do at home,
Yes.
like you're so poor, like you can't even access so much information about what's going on.
Yes.
Sasa kama if we don't have anything, maybe madhe anatoka anaenda anachapa shughuli za masoko, anaenda kutafuta chakula, and then father yuko, and the kids are there, like the only thing they're left to do is like go find food for themselves, to the extent that if I don't have, like for example, actually yes, the girls, if they want the sanitary pads and they don't have the money, you know, this a man somewhere will offer and say, I'll give you 50 bob, go buy those sanitary pads if we have sex with you. So you see, already home mtoto doesn't even have the knowledge of, like, ana information ya hiyo what happens afterwards. So the kid doesn't even have like protection or anything, and this is a whole man just being there, alafu unafanya hivyo. This kid goes back home, anajua tu amepata ka 50 bob ya use of sanitary pad, which is very very sad, because at the end of the day this kid will end up being pregnant.
Not even knowing the responsibility.
That he's
Just the way I said about curiosity. So, curiosity, when you told us about poverty. So you're poor, you live in a one
Bedroom.
a
single room.
Iko na privacy.
Yes, yes.
Where bedroom.
Where now pour out your heart, Fidel ma.
She's single.
Hey. Oh.
We live in a single room.
Yes.
You're sharing the room with the kids. Of course, si ati tunaishi single watu watalala nje. So we have to sleep in the same house.
Yes.
And then mmeganisha tu kitanda na pazia.
Pasia hivi.
So tu wakati tu wa
mchakato kikiendelea.
The small girl, as in the young girl is hearing. So your curiosity, she want to try.
Alafu, it's not only the girl who goes and tries. See,
Yeah,
also
even the
there are also
boy.
boys there.
Yeah,
So
even-
mtu ataenda aseme, hey, by the way, nilisikia kitu iki happen. So
Talking about
Let me
teenage
also go find my
pregnancies,
girl.
send it to them.
Yes.
See, even boys,
they're responsible for
wanafanya
that.
wasichana wakwe na mimba. So
In fact, most of
hiyo
the
ni
pregnancies
mimba
that we
yao.
see, unaweza chukua ni kama buda fulani wa baba wale tunasemaga ndio amefanya hii mambo.
But it's not
Pengine kuna tu kijana fulani pia jirani tu hapo
usually
alifanyaga
like actually
mambo.
40%.
So let me.
40%.
Yeah.
A teenage boy have impregnated a teenage girl because they don't have the knowledge. Hawa watoto, the mom to the girl hataki haezi kulea na kuleleka. So definitely you have to bounce out.
Yeah.
You have to go and find the baby daddy. So unaenda kutafuta baby daddy. Baby daddy ni nani?
Nikale
Ni
kaboy
teenage
tena.
mwenzako. So what will the boy do? Huyo mtoto
Yeah, pia,
ata shule, ata drop out of the school
look at it.
because he have responsibility.
Look at it this way. This baby daddy, who is also a teenage boy,
baby.
is also a baby mwenye analala kwa single room na mama yake na baba yake.
Huyo hata ndo anafaa kuitwa baby daddy. Huyo ni baby na ni daddy.
Literally.
Okay. We might be laughing at it, but it's a sad state of an affair.
I'm just laughing, I'm sorry.
You know, it looks, it's sad, it's saddening.
It's very hard.
And then there is, apart from just poverty that we have talked about, and everybody knows what poverty can do, political leaders, church leaders, tafadhalini, let us, as we preach about the gospel of God, people coming from earth going to heaven, tafadhalini, let us teach ourselves, because even in the Lord's Prayer there is, may the kingdom come, let us make this world an heaven for us. Let us talk the truth to our, because even the pastor himself, Chebet, I'm sorry to say this, the pastor himself who is preaching you about, telling you about how heaven is good, ukimwambia leo tunakupeleka mbinguni, atakwambia no.
Ngoja kwanza.
Ngoja kwanza.
Asiongelele nje ya mbinguni.
Wewe tusiongee
Ongelele mpaka njia
ya kukaa hapa, because our children, kuna hii cultural beliefs and whatever, that is where we find tabia mbaya being mentioned. And when we talk about tabia mbaya, we don't educate our children about sex, because this is tabia mbaya, it's called tabia mbaya, and mama na baba wanaifanyaga daily tukisikia kwa hii single room. Lakini tabia mbaya. So hii tabia mbaya na ni tamu. Tabia mbaya na ni what happens? Curiosity comes in. And then you want to test what mami, because mami anafurahigi. Nasikia hata mami anachekaga usiku sana na baba pia naonaga akigleta asubuhi. So I also got to try this. So what can you paint according to what I've just talked about? Fidelma, tafadhali, just paint it a little bit more. Yes.
Yeah. Kuna take a girl, as in a small girl, and then anaishi kwao, and then the mother doesn't even allow the girl to go hang out with friends. Okay, exposure ni kitu ya maana sana Mike. Exposure is something very good. If you make your girl spend time with those kids, our vijana, she'll know whatever the boys does. Unajua own experience is very important. So unaambia mtoto wako, mami usicheze na vijana, sababu vijana mnafanya tabia mbaya. So the girl won't be exposed to what happens when you hang out with boys. But the 1 minute yenye huyo mtoto atapata ya kwenda nje, and that happens when wameenda high school. That's when you start, hapo ndo una stop mnaacha kukua close sana na mtoto, because mtoto anaenda shule kivyake. So hiyo time ndo mtoto sasa anaanza, hapo ndo ile curiosity, zile vitu alikuwa unamwambia asifanye, anaanza kudig. But I bet we should educate ourselves, just like we talked about sex education. We should educate our kids ourselves. Usingoje ati aende huko nje ati senya shapata mimba ndo unakuja kumwambia, unajua vijana wanapeana mimba. Senya shapata. Honestly, ama you so disappointed, you act in disappointment na wewe ndo huku act in the first place. Unaacha vitu zislide na zikislide venye zimeslide unateta.
And then there are some parents, they tend to, for example, a boy, your son, ameenda huko nje akapenda ball. And then the mother discovers, and then now they're looking for the baby dad. They come to your house, and then they are protecting your son. You know, mtoto wangu akufanya hivi, mtoto wangu ni mzuri, mtoto wangu, like, we go to church, we do this. But at the same time, the same church that you guys are going, they're always condemning people. They're not even talking about exactly how we should be raising our kids. They're always condemning and saying, oh, Jesus is coming. Why can't we talk also about these kids? When you're like a seminar, the only thing wanaongeleshwa tu ni Jesus is coming. Why can't you also tell us what happens? And then we tend to teach more of girls. We forget about the boys. If as a parent you talk to your girl, but now the other parent is not also taking a responsibility of kufunza pia son wake. Who will be on the field?
You're talking, you're now at the religious point of view that I think is also cultural.
Yeah.
There is this woman, there is this girl called, there is this Mary, the mother of Jesus. Mary, the mother of Jesus. For her to be a virgin, because kitambo mademu alikuwa naolewa at teenage. And then she was a virgin at this particular moment in time. Akizaa Yesu. Do you think this is also bringing some kind of, because I don't know.
No, there are some cultures, I don't know if it's still there, but I feel like there are some cultures when you are at age of 13 or 14, you are capable of
pengine wanaona nipple kidogo, nipple inaonekana kidogo hivi.
Unapata msee asha, like, you've already been given an arranged marriage, and you're still 14 years old. That's why there's this called like the end FGM.
Yes.
It's been running for a while, because after that, that's now when the girls are being given out to these old men. So culture also contributed to a very big part of having so many teenage pregnancies. But I feel like the current world, we've moved further, and now we've been led by technology.
Yes.
Like whatever we see, whatever we learn, we've learned more information. But it's very sad also that
that same information that we learn
ruining
is
everything.
also a sword that is double-edged sword.
Yes.
Because this is where curiosity also come in. We see pornography. The same information that we get from the technology, it carries also another Fidel, paint a bit
talking
more.
about teenage pregnancies, it can affect our lives sana, by the way, in generations and generations to come. For example, mtoto mmemuoza akiwa 14 ama 15. Mnamuoza akakue nani? Bibi ya mtu. Mmeozea mtu mtoto, mtu mwenye, okay, that's why you find even marriages zingine zinakaa tu crooked, because mtu alioa mtoto, that girl doesn't even know how to take care of a man, doesn't even know how to be submissive as a woman. What will happen? Bwana yake ataanza kwenda kutafuta mtu mwenye anajua how to be submissive, how to take care of a man, because ulioa mtoto, that, and then you start blaming her. Hey, wewe nitakurudisha kwenu, you are not good, and she was not of age. She wasn't of age. Ulioa mtoto and you expect her to behave as an adult. What do you expect, Mike? Haya, kulea mtoto ataleaje? That's why you find our watu before mature. Do you know growth is, I asked you the other time, guys, what is growth? Growth is the things that you, maisha yenye wewe una face, those are the things that makes us grow. Like penye tunajionea. So talking about that girl doesn't have any growth. Alitoka shule akakuja akakuwa bibi. Hajazilea lakini analea. She doesn't even know how to be a mother. She doesn't know how to be a wife. I'm telling you, are bringing trouble. Ati ndo uchukue ati Kenya kaza nini? Ati akaja guza huko wewe.
Mabuda wanataka grape. Nasikia kuna watu wa kamera ndio wanajuaga watu ya grape, lakini sasa mabuda kuna grape ingine sijui.
Kisu huwezi nunua kisu kwa duka direct na uende ukakate mboga. Lazima upitishe kwa mtu wa kunoa kisu. Ndio ikakate mboga. So muache kwanza.
What do you mean? Okay, can you, what do you mean? You know you can't talk in parables here.
Lazima ipitie kwa mtu wa kunoa ndio ikuje kukatia mboga nyumbani. Acha kisu, acha vitu zinolewe huko.
Okay. You know, we are just about to be dropping out. Can you give us paint something that we need to
teenage pregnancy is something that we can easily avoid, or we can easily reduce the number of teenage pregnancies. This goes back to the family, the parents, the schools, and even the church leaders. And see, they usually hold like all those seminars and all that. So that means there is a forum whereby these kids are being taught. So first of all, as a family or as a mother and a father, sit down with your kid. Talk about this openly. Be so close to your kid that you can talk about anything. Teach them everything about sex education. Teach them all the consequences that comes with sex.
Yes.
And that way, also the schools can take over from now the actual, you know, like biology. Now, the school takes over the science of it.
Yes.
Also the church, combine the words that you say in church, make sure they go alongside with whatever is being practiced every day. Because at the end of the day, this girl has a future. This boy has a future. So if you give them a responsibility that they cannot handle, if you give them a responsibility to do something that they're not even aware how to handle it, some kids will end up kujificha, they abort, or they go into the side of it, just running away from home. That life just goes like that. So it goes back to an individual. It starts with the family. Charity begins at home. Teach that kid what needs to be done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I won't talk to the mother, I'll talk to the teenagers. So you as a teenage girl, as a teenage boy, getting someone pregnant or being pregnant for someone won't keep that someone. By the way, just talking like you're talking to the mothers. Hata utu tutoto anaona amepata boyfriend, the only way to keep that boyfriend is to have a kid. My friend, that's not possible. That's bullshit. So, and you as a boy, the only way you can keep this girl is getting her pregnant. No, that doesn't work. You should know that there are responsibilities and consequences in whatever you do. Now, I think hata si generation peke yake, even getting pregnant without even being stable, unarudisha tu hata economy ya Kenya tu nyuma, by the way. Like, you're just dragging us behind, honestly. Because umelelewa Now when your mother ameanza kukula, mama yako ameanza kuishi maisha yake, ametulia sasa, she's taking a break. Now you're taking back your kid akakulele. No, that doesn't work, and she'll never work.
Parting shot.
We can be a good nation or a good family if we just have a very good communication and we make sure that we retain our humanity. Everything will be solved.
Fidelma, where do we find us and your parting shot?
Yeah, we should know that. We should know the meaning of bringing life. Unajua watu wanatake bringing life. Unajua kuleta mtu kwa hii dunia, how much it means. It means a lot. Na hakuna mtoto ana choose where to be born.
Yes.
So trust me, bringing a life in this world, you should take that thing very seriously, by the way, because mnakosea hata hao watoto wenye mnazaa, mtu akakatizwa kwambia tu mimi ulinikosea tu. Kuongea ukweli, because hao wanakuja tu kutesa hao watoto. Trust me, you, and that one should come to an end. Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you so much, Fidel. Where do you find us? Tell us.
You can find us on YouTube at Mirror Reflection Kenya, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Mirror Reflection Kenya.
And make sure you listen to our podcast, Mirror Reflection Kenya.
Wow, that was Mirror Talk. Mirror Reflection Kenya is our YouTube channel. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Bye.